Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to do some review. Make sure you put your name at the top of this paper, and then we're going to do rounding. We're going to do rounding, and we're going to do what does 167 round to if we're rounding it to the nearest 10. And then I want you to round 167 to the nearest 100. Well, if you rounded this to the nearest 10, remember we have the number line. You could do the number line this way, or you can do it up and down. The nearest 10, we have 16 tens, so it's 160. One more 10 is 170. Halfway in between is 165. 167's data point would go on this side, so therefore it would round to 170.
Anita, do you copy?
Alright, if you're rounding to the nearest 100, you're going to draw the line. Draw the line. And then you've got how many hundreds? Well, there's 100. How many is one more 100? 200. So halfway in between, we're doing hundreds, so half of 100 is 50. So we have to add 50 to our number up here, so it's 150. Then 167 is going to go here, so therefore it rounds to 200. Reviewing on rounding. Alright. Now, there's two example problems and working through it. We're going to move on and we're going to say, okay, well, let's do some addition. Let's do, well, how about if I did 17 plus 21 equals 30 plus blank. I love these because you're so used to just getting the sum, which is the answer to an addition problem on one side or the other. But this one makes you think. So if I add these two together, I have a 7 and a 1 in my ones place. So that means I have 8 in my ones place. And I have a 2 and a 1 in my tens place, so that means it's 38 on this side. That means if I compose or add these two together, I should end up with the number 38. I already have 30, so therefore 8 should be my answer. Let's try another one. 24 plus 17 equals 29 plus blank. I hope you noticed that Miss Eckcraft gave you a harder one because 4 plus 7, it's going to be 11. So that means you're going to have a 10 that you have to move over into your tens place. And you keep what's left in your ones, which is 1. So now I have to add 1, 2, 3, 4. So my answer on this side, my sum, would be 41. So therefore, this side, when I add these two numbers, have to equal 41. Now, I've already got 29. I know I need one more to get to 30. So if I add one more, I'm going to get to 30, and then 30 plus what gives me 41. Well, that means I need 11 more, right? But I still have that 1 that got me to 30, so that means 12 would be my answer. Good job. Let's try one more. Make sure you're writing on the lines, guys. I do not like it when we write crooked or we write big. Control your pencil. We're third graders. Alright, let's try another one. Let's get a larger number. Let's go 44 plus 28 equals 57 plus blank. Okay, I have to add these two together. And if you struggle with adding it like that and you want to break it apart or decompose it, that's one of our strategies that we used, and that's completely fine. For example, if I go, okay, I've got 40 plus 20, and that's 60, and then I've got 4 plus 8, and that's 12, and then I use my partial sums and add them together to get 72. So this side should be 72. That's completely fine to do that. But now I might have to draw my numbers a little bit, and I know this side needs to be 72. I'm going to circle this so I don't lose it. Okay, I know this side needs to be 72. I'm going to go above here and go, okay, 57 plus blank. Well, if I add plus 3, it's going to give me 60, and I got to get to 72. So then I bring my 60 down here, and if I add 10 more to that, it's going to get me to 70. Then I bring my 70 down here, and I add 2 more to that, it's going to get me to 72. So all my partial sums here added together is going to be 15. Math is not hard, it's just a problem that we have to solve. And every strategy you learn is like putting that tool into your toolbox when you're working on something. So when you're working on math, the more strategies, the more ways you have to get to the answer, guys, is more beneficial, more useful to you all. So we've done some review on addition, we've done some review on rounding. We're going to do a little bit more review. My camera's picked up on me. And we're going to do some subtraction. One of the most dreaded subtractions is when we subtract across zeros. Say we have 500 and we take 231 away. Can't tell you how many kids go 1, 3, 3, I'm done. And this is wrong, 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 wrong. Because it's impossible. Because if we drew our hundreds flats, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 hundreds flats, right? If we did that, then where's my ones to take away? I don't have any ones to take away. So I can't take 1 away and get 1. That doesn't make any math sense. So I have to unbundle this. And I have 10 tens and 100. So 1, 2, count with me, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 10 tens, right? Now I don't have that 100 anymore because I just cashed them in for tens. So I don't have that 100 anymore. I just cashed that in for 10 tens. Did that help me in my ones yet? Absolutely not. So therefore I've got to cash this 10 in for, you're right, 10 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes. I always draw it in a 10 frame. Always, because it makes it so much easier. I don't have that 10 anymore because I cashed it in for a 10 frame. So now I only have 9 tens, but I have 10 ones. 10 ones. Okay, now can I take 1 away? I sure can. And that means I have 9 left. Now can I take 3 tens away? I sure can. Count with me. 1, 2, 3. So I have 5 because it's in a 10 frame. So I know that's 5. 6. So I have 6 there. And now I have to take away 2 hundreds. So I have 2 left. All right. How can we check our problem? Well, we had our whole, so this is a part. So I should be able to take my part, which is 269, that's my answer, and add it back to my other part, which is 231. And I should be able to get back to my 500. So 9 plus 1 is 10. Carry my 1. 3 plus 6 is 9. Plus 1 more is 10. Carry my 1. 2 plus 2 is 4. Plus 1 more is 5. And look, it checks because it gives me the number I started with. So subtraction across 0. Now you might have already had to flip your paper over, but Miss Haycraft is getting ready to flip her paper over. Alright, we're going to try another one. Alright, let's try 600 minus 231. Remember, you're going to be turning this paper in, so you're going to have it stapled to your work plan. You need to make sure you've got it all good. Okay. Can't take 1 from 0. So we've got to draw our hundreds. 1, count with me, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Got 6 there. So can't take my 1s away, so I'm going to have to cash in my 100. So that means I've got 10 tens. 1, count with me, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. What's this called? You should have wrote down or told me 10 frame. That is called a 10 frame. It's got 5 and 5. You all learned this a long time ago. Now, that's gone. So I don't have 600s anymore. I have 500s. I don't have 0 tens. I've got 10 tens. Do I have any 1s yet? Do not. So that means I got to cash in 110 for how many 1s? 10 1s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 for 10 1s. So that means I don't have 10 10s anymore. I've got 9 10s. I don't have 0 1s. I've got 10 1s. Now, I have to take 1 away. Since I've got it in a 10 frame, I know 5 plus 4 is 9. So 9. And now I have to take away my 3 10s. 1, 2, 3. I still have 5, 6. And then I have to take away 2 hundreds. So 1, 2, and I have 3 hundreds left. Good. So go down here and we're going to check. Remember, this is a whole. What's the answer to a subtraction problem? It's called the difference. We're going to take the 2 parts, which one part is 369. We're going to add it to 231. We're going to see if we get to the correct answer. So 9 plus 1 is 0. Because it's actually a 10, so we have to put a 0 in the 1s and move it to the 10s. Then we've got 1, 6, and 3, which is another 10. And then we've got 1, 3, and 2, which is 6. And it gives us back to our whole, so it checks, so we are correct. And what's the answer to an addition problem called? You're right, it's called the sum. Good job. Alright, and there's our daily review. Make sure you put your name on it and you're going to staple it to your work plan.